They say that a person's life is defined by their mistakes. We're taught that once something is broken, it just completely loses its value altogether. That a cracked foundation means the whole house is completely lost. What if that's not true? What if that's not the case? What if the break is actually the light that gets in? Welcome to the very first episode of Redeemed and Restored. I'm your host, Pastor Chris Holt, and I'm so glad that you found your way here. This podcast wasn't born out of perfection. In fact, it was born out of the very opposite. It was born out of the belief that no one story is ever truly over, and no one person's too far gone to be rebuilt. And the other day, as I was talking to one of the members of the church, their testimonial sparked something within me. And I thought, wow, this is a story that needs to be heard by not just me or our congregation, but by millions of people worldwide. They need to know that there is a redemptive plan, that there is a restoration plan, that there is hope for them, even when they feel like they have no hope. So, what is this show really about, you might ask? Redeemed and Restored is a space where we're going to witness the power of a second chance. I thank God personally that He is the God of second chances. You see, we're going to look at the messy and sometimes painful, but ultimately beautiful process of transformation. We're going to hear the testimonials of everyday people who had an encounter with God and the life changing experience that came with it. Such accounts like from the Bible, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who were thrown into fiery furnace because they would not bow the knees to a, an idol. They chose to worship God. You see, from healing fractured relationships, finding grace in the hour of need, there's so much we're going to talk about and discuss here on Redeemed and Restored. And each podcast, I'll be sharing stories, both personal and from people who have walked through the fire and came through on the other side. We're not just looking for the feel good stories, of course. We're going to be looking for the truth about what it takes to change. And is change possible? You might be asking the question, why now? Why now in this moment? Well, I think we live in a culture that's very quick to discard or judge things and people. You see, we live in a culture where one mistake can feel like a life sentence. Sad reality is most churches present themselves in a way that some people feel like there's no hope for them, and that's not true. I believe there is a different way to live, a way that can bring healing and restoration to our souls. You see, to be redeemed means to be brought back or to be reclaimed. To be restored means to be returned to a state of beauty and strength. On this show, we're going to explore many different avenues and many different tools that are needed to do that. Hearing testimonials of people whose lives was radically changed when they met God. It's going to talk about the courage that it takes for accountability and the humility to humble ourselves and accept the grace of God, the free gift of God. It's also going to teach us the grit to keep showing up when the world says it's too late, or the friends and family and neighbors say there's no chance and you're too far gone. I make this call to you, the listener. Before we delve into this upcoming interview and explore the depths, I want to leave you with one thought today. A second chance isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of a miracle. It's a sign that someone loved you enough, cared for you enough to not just give you one chance, but a second chance. If you're listening to this and you feel like you're sitting in the middle of a storm, the wind is blowing, the rain is beating, everything seems like a tornado kind of thing going on. If you're wondering whether or not you've just ran out of chances, this show is for you. You're not finished product, you're a work in progress. We're going to have many different guests on our show. I won't be the only one speaking. I won't be the only host that will be on the show. This particular episode is more or less to kind of get you up to speed with what episodes are going to be coming in the future, what things you can look forward to. And I hope that through this, you won't see us and you won't see the people who are speaking, but you'll see God. My prayer is God hide us behind the cross that we be not seen, but that his glory might be seen. Because at the end of the day, it's all about him. And he wants to redeem us, restore us. I want to thank you for joining me for this brief introduction. I cannot wait to share this journey with you. Some of the testimonials that are to come are going to be life altering, life changing. And even when you feel like there's no hope, it's not possible, there's no way this can be done, you're going to find out through this podcast the miracles that God can do. And that with him, through him, all things are possible. All things. I'm Pastor Chris Holt. This is Redeemed and Restored. I'll end it like this. You and yours pray for me and mine. Me and mine will pray for you and yours. Until the next time, God bless.